Today, we're out on the little lake, but I've got a trick for you that will work on any lake that you fish for bass. You don't want to miss this one. Stick around. Oh, did I get him? I got him. Oh, don't fall down. And here is this video's featured comment. Congratulations! If you would like to have your chance to have your comment featured in an upcoming video, all you've got to do is leave a comment. And now, on with the video. Welcome back to Lowbrow Fishing. And in the past, you know I've talked about having your bait stand out, making it where your presentation stands apart, not only from the background, but from other anglers. A little bit of flake here, or in the case of this, a little tail spinner can go a long way towards attracting those bass to your bait. And case in point, today you'll notice we're at the little lake and not the big lake. Well, I started to fish at the big lake, but where I normally go to fish and record, the gate was closed and locked. I couldn't get back there, and I wasn't about to try to take the little boat out on the main boat ramp in the main part of the lake, especially with a tournament on and windy conditions. I thought it was just too risky. So I decided plan B. I came up here to the little lake, and boy, am I glad that I did. Now, my intent was always to fish with a little bit of a tail spinner on the end of a worm. As you see, I've got a kind of a red worm here, a deep blood-colored worm. This is a big baits worm, and I've got one of those tail spinners on there. Now, this is the same worm I put on this hook last night, and as you're going to see, I caught fish after fish after fish on this same worm with this tail spinner all day. Now, normally, you guys know I'll show 2 or 3 fish catches whenever I'm demonstrating a technique or a new bait or whatever, just so you guys can not only see what I'm doing, but also verify that what I'm talking about is working. But today was an epic day of fishing. I caught so many fish. Now, I'm not going to bore you by showing you every fish that I caught. And there is one fish in particular almost put me in the drink. I don't know if I got that one on video yet. I'm going to go take a look back through the raw footage and we'll see. But I hooked into a pretty good one, and well, I guess hilarity ensued. However, the point is doing something so subtle, so different as putting on just this little tail spinner. And you can buy these online. You can get these anywhere online, or you can buy them in your local tackle shop. And it's just a little screw that goes in the end of the worm. It's got a little Colorado blade on it. And it just adds just a little bit of flash. And whenever it falls in the water, makes it act like a parachute. It falls a little bit slower. That blade spins. And I'm telling you what, that little subtle bit of flash was attracting so much attention. I got strike after strike, and not dinks. The little lake, the fish in here are not the biggest, but today I was getting really good sized fish, and it was all thanks to just putting a little bit of flash on that bait. So we're going to go out on the water and I'll show you how I was fishing it, and we're going to take a look at some of those nice fish that I caught. All right, I've got these hitchhikers, these tail spinners that I'm going to use today. It's kind of, I wanted to put those on the worm. Now the plan was to use those at the big lake, but the big lake was a no-go today. So we're going to put them on. We're going to go them up here to the little lake, and we'll do it that way. But I've got this. Like I said, the theme of today is changing gears, changing ideas, being able to adapt midstream. So we're going to take this little hitchhiker here and we're going to screw it into the tail of our worm, if I can. It's kind of what we want to do, just kind of, there we go. Right like that. Just to give a little subtle flash on the end of the worm. And we're just going to kind of work out here with it. I've got some things that I want to try out today. There we go, I'm on right off the bat. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Nice little fish. First cast. Hang on, let me... Okay, I was rolling there. Okay, so point made. Come on. Oops. I'm gonna have to... There we go. Oops. Alright, that is... Do not lose your thing overboard. See that beautiful little fish right there? See that beautiful little fish? He's not really cold. He's probably about 1.25 pounds. Nice little fish. Let's go ahead and let him go. Alright, that is an excellent start. First cast. Very first cast. I kind of like to swing the worm like that. It's another good way of doing that. My hands are really greasy. So we'll see how well I can skip right now. Probably not as good as I would like to. Oh, there we go. I got him. Oh, let's see what we got here. Don't you go into that boat. All right. Nice little fish right there. Beautiful, beautiful little fish. Another one about 1.25 pounds. Yeah, probably pound and a quarter, somewhere in there. About 16, 14 inches long. Thank you, little buddy. So as you can see, it did not take long. Literally within the first few minutes of getting here, I was already on fish. The first few casts in the water and boom, there we were. And I knew it was going to be a pretty epic day. Now I worked that jerkbait again, I worked a chatterbait, I worked some crankbaits, but nothing else was turning these fish on. That little subtle flash on the end of that tail, that was what was driving those fish crazy. Let me show you the gear I was using today. Now this is the setup that I was using. As you can see here, I've just got a regular old Texas rigged worm. I've got a 1/16 ounce weight, little bullet weight, and I've got it pegged today. And the reason I wanted to do that is because I wanted that worm to fall, to nose down. I've got my little hitchhiker blade. It's just screwed right there in the end with a little Colorado blade. This is a Big Bites worm. I think this was a $1.99 bag. I saw these at Academy, and it's just a blood red color. I just wanted to give these a try, and wow, was I impressed. I tried throwing other things today, and nothing else was getting it. We've got a normal spinning combo here. This is my finesse spinner, medium light rod, 7 foot, 10-pound braid to a 10-pound fluorocarbon leader. And it's probably, I don't know, maybe 7 foot of leader length is what I've got left on this. But this is the same worm I started with last night. I didn't have to change it at all. And this worm is looking pretty chewed up. You can see it's got gashes in it. It's tore up pretty good. I've had to turn it around a couple of times, but it was still catching fish. I mean, it was still catching fish. It was doing its job, so I didn't see any need to change it. And you know, I got to say, I don't know what it was about it that was driving those fish crazy, but that red worm and that little flash on the end of that tail, and I'm telling you what, we were catching fish after fish with it. I used to walk. Stop right here. There's a little dirt mound right here that if you don't mind getting dirty, you can really walk out there and you can get to the back of that dam right there. Come on. I'm tempted. I'm really sorely tempted. Oh, there we go. I got him. Come on. Oops. He's under the boat. Come on now. That's a better sized one too. Boy, that's a real good one. Look at that guy. All right. Beautiful. And that's all you really needed today. That one, he's probably, I don't know, a little north of 2 pounds. For this lake, that is a giant. And he smells so good. He really does. He smells really good. That's a beautiful little bass. All right, thank you, buddy. So we have been tearing them up today. We have literally been tearing them up today on this little red worm with a tailspin. See how far we can get back in there. Oh, right into that dadgummit. That really, there we go. Oh, I got him. That's a good one. Oh, yeah. Ooh, you're not going anywhere, buddy. You're coming to me. Look at that dude. Eh, 2.5 pounds. Close to 3. That's a beautiful little bass. So that's... Come on now. You can see what I'm doing. There we go. I gotta see what my camera says. I gotta... Alright, good enough. You ready? There you go, dude. That's a lot of fish catches today. There's a turtle. There's a turtle. Oops, I better watch. Somebody will claim that. Copyright. Copyright, claim it. Don Henley or Gene Simmons or somebody like that will copyright that. Oh, did I get him? I got him. Oh, don't fall down. That's a good one. He's going up under the boat. Let me turn the motor off. I almost fell out of the boat. I almost fell out of the stinking boat. Whew. I set the hook on that guy. Yeah, 1.25 pounds. Close to 1.5 pounds. I'm telling you what, it's been paying dividends all day today. All day today it's been paying dividends. You ready, buddy? There you go. Alright. I almost fell out of my boat. Whew. So there you have it. No matter what lake you're fishing, no matter where you're at in the country, if you're fishing for bass, sometimes it's those subtle changes, it's those subtle things that you can do, such as adding a tail spinner or adding a little flash here or there, changing the size of your weight or whatever. Something small that will attract the attention of those bass, and you'll go from not getting any fish to having an epic day like I had. Thanks for watching Lowbrow Fishing. We'll catch you in the next one.